I'm just saying, like, I think even women hold themselves to, like, care more about their body count than a man does. Like, I think if you walked up to a man, like, do you care about your body count? He'd be like, no. But if you walked up to a girl in the street, like, do you care about your body count? She'd be like, yeah, I kind of do.
That's because men and women are different, and we value different things.
Exactly. So what are you, like, what is your point you're getting at?
Okay, so, gosh, all right.
She's saying body count doesn't matter.
I'm saying body count does matter.
Why?
Because men don't want to date or marry the town bicycle. Men do not want to date promiscuous women.
So a woman's body count, I think, okay, this is a better way to say it. A woman's body count matters to a man, but his own body count does not matter that much.
Well, you know what's funny? They actually, the common sort of, what I've commonly heard is men care about women's body count. Women don't really care about men's body count. I actually saw a study recently that showed that actually both sexes care about body count. Now, I don't know on the women's side what's true, what's not, but I can tell you with certainty for men, we do care about body count. And I do think, generally speaking, women, at least from what women have told me on this panel, they care much less about it than do men. And by the way, I don't have a double standard on this. I think women are totally free if they're like, hey, I don't want to date a player. I don't want to date a guy who's just ran through a bunch of chicks. I don't want to date a guy who's got a high body count. I think that's totally fine. Yeah. Totally fine. So I don't have a double standard in that sense. But yes, men care about body count.
I think men think that they care about body count, but as you just saw in that like social experiment,
they all said they want virgins.
On the spot,
no, when the girl asked, "Do you want to fuck?" None of them were like, "What's your body count?" Though.
Like in real life, like if they're presented with sex, they're not thinking like, "What's her body count?" They're just gonna fuck and be happy with it and like move on with their life.
But okay, so the 1 and 2 thing that I did, that was just to elaborate a point. Even for a one night stand, if given the option, if she's a virgin for a one night stand, they'd still take the virgin. Guys will hook up with promiscuous women. They'll have casual sex with promiscuous women. You will not get the girlfriend title. You will not get the wife title.
Doesn't matter. What we were asking them was for a one night stand.
But okay, we're talking
no one's
about
trying to get wifed up.
But okay, that's what I'm talking about here. When it comes to long-term commitment,
the body count matters.
Body count matters. Will a guy fuck you and not really care about your body count? Probably. But I was trying to make a point. Even in a one night stand, if we had an option, if we had a choice, we would still prefer, because you were talking about, well, the pussy's going to be whack if she's a virgin and she won't know how to suck dick and the sex is going to be bad. And I'm telling you, even for a one night stand, give us a virgin who probably ain't the best in bed. We'll take that because it's much more appealing.
It's like a mental thing.
It's a mental thing.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I could see that, but also I could see what she's saying. Why you might have fun with someone who has. It's just like, where are you going for the night, or like, what are your plans for the night? Like, you're like, damn, I got this girl who ain't never been with nobody. Okay, I feel honored, or however you may feel special. Yeah. And then on another night, you like, bro, I'm not trying to sit around and teach you all of this right now. I'm trying to. I'm not trying to have a teaching lesson tonight. I'm trying to have fun. And then, like, it's just like you said, like, maybe it's just how that person wants to go about it that night. But I definitely, like, do you see what she's saying? How you might have more fun with, like, a slut or someone?
I mean, the sex, does she suck dick better? I suppose. Sure.
But maybe your mental thing is like, she only sucked my dick, so it feels good.
But like, okay, let me try to put it in this.
I don't know.
Let me put it in this way. Like, let's say there's a guy who you think is fucking awesome. You're super attracted to him. He's really attractive. He's really good looking. Mm-hmm. He's all these things, right? But like, but he's not. His head game sucks. Or you could hook up with a fucking troll cave, but his fucking head game's the best. Who you gonna still want to hook up with?
Those guys who go on to marry the virgins and little innocents of the world, they come to my work and cheat on their wives. So
at the strip club.
That's all I have to say.
That's a good point too.
How do you know? I mean,
they're all married. What do you mean?
They might be married, but maybe they married a 305.
Like, you reading the comment.
You're making assumptions.
I don't know. Well, she's making assumptions.
Okay, so but
that
to
they're
answer your
virgins.
question, like you have a guy who gives, like you said, it's just another thing. Okay, you want to get some really good head, we're gonna go over here. You wanna the mental thing, like I feel like it's the same thing with the women. Like you want some really good head. Are you gonna go find a virgin to give you really good head? No, you'd probably go find somebody who has good
I'm not
experience.
like, all right, I'm looking for someone who.
Okay, but you
gives
just
some
said
great
like he
head.
gives really good head and then he's really smart, but he doesn't give really good head. So it's the same thing. Like you would probably, like you said, like I would never give you the girlfriend title, but sure, I would let you give me head. Right?
Honestly, like. Wait, so what's your question?
I'm saying like how you just said, like we're explaining like you would take the virgin, right? You would take the virgin and then you explained like you have a super smart guy, everything you guys have in common. Okay, but your guys' sex life is not good. And then you have this other guy who's probably like, whatever, you want to call him a bum, but his sex life is really good. Okay, maybe a girl would choose to keep hooking up with him because he's fulfilling her sex life, but no, you would not get the boyfriend title. Just like you said, no, you would not get the girlfriend title. Although you are very good at having sex, I would not make you my girlfriend.
Yeah, because when it comes to long-term commitments, when it comes to marriage, we look like you have to bring more than sex to the table.
Exactly. So yeah. So like you said, like we can hook up, but you're not going to be my girlfriend.
Like we don't want to be put in a position where if you've just hooked up with a ton of dudes and like all these dudes are fucking clowning on us, oh, that's your girl, yeah, she fucking ran through. We don't want that. I'm not saying like a lot of dudes, it's if you're I mean, look, gone are the days that most women are virgins, right? But like having a low body count, emphasizing long-term commitment, not being promiscuous, like these are things that men care about. Low body count, not being promiscuous.
Yeah. But you would still hook up with somebody who has a high body count.
Would I still hook up with someone with a high body count?
So when you say that, are we talking about you or are we just talking about men in general?
I'd say men in general will still hook up with someone
Yeah.
with a high body count. We'll still maybe keep them around. You'll never get commitment from that. You probably won't get commitment from that guy. He's not going to commit to you. You won't be his girlfriend.
But I think like 3 of us at the table said that we were in long-term relationships with guys that we fucked on the first date.
You can sleep with someone relatively quickly and have a low body count and not be promiscuous.
I agree.
Virgins still get cheated on. I don't think like
What is that?
like in the chat it's saying like a man will only commit if you're a virgin and
Or low body count.
or low body count, and if anyone says like if you do this I'm not going to respect you, or why am I going with this, if your action is based off someone else's action, like let's say if like I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought.
We don't even want to be wifed up. It's like we don't care. We're gonna fuck and that's it.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine if you don't
And
want
along will come a spider who will wife up the hoe.
that. A spider?
Yeah.
What the fuck?